Charlotte McLeod with the Investing News Network, and here today with me is Louis James, Chief Investment Strategist at KC Research. Thank you for joining me this morning.
Very welcome.
Thanks. So, in the past, I've heard you describe gold as a fear barometer, so people buy it when they're concerned about global markets. Today, with China and Greece and other things going on, how concerned should people be?
Well, I have to say that gold has decoupled from that. It should be a fear barometer, and ultimately I think it is. But so far this year, it has been trading more like any other commodity, pork bellies, coffee, copper, whatever. The commodities and all resources have been in a slump, moving almost lockstep. So I can't say what will change that. The reality is what it is. I think it will change, and we probably just need another shock of fear. We're going to have it whether we want it or not, and then people will remember, oh yeah, safe haven. But right now, this is actually a significant thing for investors to remember, is at the moment, gold is trading like a commodity, and so watch the commodities markets.
Okay. Switching over to stocks, when we spoke at PDAC back in March, you mentioned that some companies were still making money at $1,200 an ounce gold. We are now $100 less than that. Are you still seeing some companies doing all right?
Absolutely, and it would actually be the same list.
Right.
In January, I put out for our readers a list of, it was come hell, high water, or $1,000 gold. So that was really my criteria. I didn't think it would go to 1,000. We're still not there. I hope it doesn't go there. But anything that I was willing to actively recommend buying needed to be able to survive at that level. And so yes, those are still out there.
Okay, good. So in terms of exploration companies, what are the most exciting results you've seen this year?
Well, we just had a phenomenal drill result from Reservoir Minerals. It's been talked about much here. I mean, 84 meters of 10% copper and 10 grams per ton gold. That is, I've never seen a drill hole like that. And okay, it's infill drilling, but that's not a bad thing. It proves up the confidence in the deposit. This is just an amazing discovery they have there in Serbia with a major company paying the bills, knowledgeable, capable, able to deal with the local politics and everything like that. So, we get a carried interest in the development of this truly world-class asset. I like it a lot.
Okay. And now I think today people are not only looking at good drill results, but also interesting company models. What's your favorite that you've seen?
And it's interesting you said the company we just mentioned, they put out a phenomenal drill result. The stock went down that day.
Oh, shoot.
These things happen. So, broadly, buy low, sell high. The quality that's available on sale now, it's not a business model, it's just a fact. And I think people who have the guts to buy low and sell high later, I think they'll be fine. In terms of business models, in the exploration field, if you're not a prospect generator using other people's money to defray the risk, you're going to be roadkill. There's just no way to raise money right now. Grassroots projects, the market doesn't care. You need other people's money. So the prospect generator business model has always made sense, and today we can see why it makes sense. Otherwise, as I just mentioned in my talk, the businesses that aren't necessarily producers but make their margins somewhere in the middle, so like your midstream energy companies that get paid for oil flowing through their pipes regardless of the price of oil, or companies like Dynacor in Peru that get paid to process other people's gold regardless of the gold price. Those are money-making businesses that make sense at this kind of market.
Yeah. Okay, and you went over this in your talk as well, but overall favorites in the gold space, I'm thinking in terms of juniors.
Well, those would be the people with the big high-grade discoveries, companies we've mentioned before, companies like Pretium Resources with Brucejack Discovery in BC. I like Continental Gold and Dalradian Gold, companies like that, big high-grade discoveries.
Okay. And finally, one theme in your talk was diversification, and you mentioned you're starting to look at the tech space, and I'm wondering if you have any specific companies there you like, or what you like about the space in general.
Yeah, no specific companies, and that we actually have a tech letter under the KC Research umbrella, and my colleagues have done an extraordinary job, actually. It's been a good moneymaker for subscribers to that letter, and even as the resources have gone down. But what I like about it, and particularly the startups and the early stage companies, is that it's actually kind of like mining juniors. If you make a big discovery, your stock can go way up. And if you get approved by the FDA for some new medicine or something, your stock can just go way up. It's very similar. So it's a kind of high risk sector, but the dynamics are familiar to me, and I like it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining me today. That's all from me.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thanks. And this is Louis James with KC Research, and I'm Charlotte McLeod with the Investing News Network.